Dr. Thakker is back with us tonight from Chicago Weight Loss and Vitality Clinic. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you, Michelle.
For sure. Today we want to talk about the low testosterone epidemic. So the first thing, which is interesting to me, is that it's considered a unisex hormone, which I don't think a lot of people think of.
Right. So we used to think testosterone is only male hormone, but last 7-10 years we changed. It's a unisex hormone. It's very important hormone for the female.
Okay.
Now the normal range is different because female and male is like 20 times higher than the female.
Sure.
So, but once next time or other time we'll talk about why it's so important in the female also.
Okay.
But today we'll talk about the male population.
Yeah, we want to talk about that. It's declining and why that's so important.
So if you look the studies, all the data since 1960, it's continuously declining significantly. Now it's not declining for one particular race or one particular socio-economical class, but it's declining throughout the population. So what did we do to the society? What happened? Why it's so declining? So we think it's because of our lifestyle.
Sure.
It's our food, which is not only genetically modified, but we change the soil. We have hormones in the food, in the meat. We have antibiotics, pesticides, herbicides. Not only that, but we have personal care products like, shampoo or deodorant, and plastic and detergent and water, all those things known as endocrine disruptors. In other words, they are disrupting our normal endocrine system. So it's declining, and I am seeing so many young people, I'm talking about in 20s and 30s, they're quite low,
Yeah.
So that's very, very concerning.
So what does that mean for the men, or I mean all men, is what you're saying, that are
Right,
having
so testosterone is extremely important. Most of the people think it's just to build up the muscles or sexual wellness or libido. But there are a lot more than that. It's required for your energy level. It requires for the motivations, peak performance, athletic performance, also for your heart health, mental clarity, concentration, focus. So, even the lot of other things depends on the testosterone, how you totally feel. So
Sure.
optimizing testosterone is very, very important for all the young people as well as the old people.
So testosterone replacement therapy is an option. Tell me a little bit about that.
So testosterone replacement therapy is not for everybody. Okay, that's the first thing, particularly not for the young patients. The second thing that patients should understand that, what they are getting into it, what are the side effects, and what are the long-term consequences. Now, there are different way of replacement therapies. It starts from the oral to the cream to the injections to the testosterone pellets. But it's not for everybody's unique. And every way of therapy is having a pros and cons. So patients should have knowledge, and we all are different, not only biogenetically different, but we are also hormonal responses different. So, and it's not only about the one hormone. Most of the people think that I can just take the testosterone shots and I will be fine, but it doesn't work that way. We have to make sure that the testosterone not only good, but other hormones are good. Sure. How is the sex hormone binding globulin is that? How is the free testosterone is there? How is the dihydrotestosterone is there? How is the estrogen? How is the thyroid? How is the growth hormone? All those things has to play the role. On top of that, the way we should do it, that we can monitor the side effects, so we get maximum benefit of it, but not the downside
Sure.
of it. And along with that, you have to also change the lifestyle. That's the most important thing.
This is where the Weight Loss and Vitality Clinic comes in, because you guys monitor all of
those
that
things
as you're talking options.
Right, because for the young people, they cannot go on testosterone replacements, because once you go, it's hard to get rid of it. And once you go on testosterone replacement, your internal production shuts down. Your
Okay.
sperm count can go down, so you can become infertile. So for them, only way is to do naturally, and naturally is to change the lifestyle, change what they eat, exercise, sleeping good, 6 to 7 hours of good sleeps, avoiding alcohol. Young people should understand that alcohol has so many effects. Not only it affects your testosterone, but also affects your growth hormone.
Sure.
And also about exposure to the sun. And some other, vitamins you can take, some like vitamin D, selenium, zinc. There are herbs known as, Shilajit and, ashwagandha, and all those things can really, really help.
All right, so this is why we're always talking to Dr. Thakker, because he's bringing us all the info that he has over at the Chicago Weight Loss and Vitality Clinic. So if you're interested in visiting him or getting more information, all of the info is on your screen. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Coming up, we are off to the newest Ziegler Ace Hardware in Roscoe, and then we're celebrating Mother's Day a little early with Tamanique and her mom virtually. We'll be right back.